back to episode 5. We are still here in Istanbul, Turkey. Today we're hopefully going to check out a couple of really cool places. I've actually just gone and checked out one place. What I was going to do was take you guys in there with me and start the video inside, but yeah, they wouldn't allow me to take my microphone, my tripod, and also a couple other little pieces of camera equipment, so wasn't able to do that. So I went in, I've just recorded a bunch of stuff there in there, and I will put that together in an epically long montage for you. And that is Topeka Palace. It's got a very colorful history. It was built in 1459, and it is very big. It's about 7.5 million square feet. It's got gardens, it's got all types of different buildings. In fact, one that was built in 1640 was specifically for doing circumcisions, which don't think I really want to go in there, but maybe, we'll go see. As you can imagine, a palace of this size is going to require a pretty large kitchen, and it has one. 800 workers worked in the kitchen here. They could feed about 4,000 people at any given time. And a palace of this stature obviously is not serving food on paper plates. So there's over 10,000 pieces of Chinese porcelain that was imported just to serve the guests of the king. There's also a harem in there where all the wives and mistresses were kept. And if you can believe this, there's actually over 400 rooms in there. So someone was busy, shall we say. So yeah, let's go in, let's go check this out. No more time to waste. Check out the montage. Okay, so you remember last, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos ago when I was in London and I was telling you how busy it was. London's got nothing on in Istanbul for that. Like the Topkapi Palace, where we were this morning. Let me just give you a run through of what that was like. So, first of all, you had to do a 20-minute lineup to get through security just to get on the grounds. Then there was an hour and 15-minute lineup to get tickets into the ground, into the main palace area. Once you're in the palace area, then to get into each of the areas, this is nuts. You're waiting anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes just to get into each area within the palace. So all said and done, even though it'll only be a minute, maybe 2 at most, on video, that trip was 5 hours. So I'm heading now to what's now going to be our final destination, because I'm anticipating that to have immense amounts of lineups as well. Yeah, lineups. I don't do them very well, but I'm trying. So right now we're about to head into the Blue Mosque. Sees about 5 million visitors a year, has 260 stained glass windows, it has 20,000 handmade blue tiles, which is kind of what gave it its nickname, the Blue Mosque. 20,000 people can pray there at one time, so it should be pretty big. From the pictures I've seen, I am not going to be able to capture it on camera and do it justice, but I'll try. Well, I got to admit, the Blue Mosque was unbelievable in person. I know that there is no way I captured that anywhere near too good enough on film. Sorry, you're gonna have to come here and check it out yourself. Just make sure you leave yourself a lot of time, because whew, lineups. So right now on our way to our next stop, I am walking through Guillaume Park, old park. Built in 1806, it was opened actually to the public in 1912. Before then, it was formerly the Palace's Gardens. But now it stretches to about 200 acres, and it's open to the public all the day long. And it is a very nice, cool place to hang out for a while. And when I say cool, I mean like hot cool. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm actually now back at the place where I'm staying. Yeah, I did intend on going to check out one more place today, but unfortunately, when I got there, the lineup was pretty insane. And when I say insane, a few hundred people deep. I went to the front of the line and found somebody that spoke English and asked, how long they'd been waiting in the lineup. And they told me that they'd been waiting almost 3 hours. So doing some very basic math, if I did wait in that lineup, by the time that I got to the front of the lineup, I would have been lucky to have about 20 minutes to go in and check it out, which really wouldn't have been enough time at all. So unfortunately, I kind of had to abandon that idea. I then ran into an interesting situation where I decided to take a taxi to come back here. And the taxi driver told me that he wanted 60 euros for the trip. Before I came to Istanbul, before I go to any place, I do a little bit of research, figure out roughly how much it's going to cost for me to get around via taxis or trams or buses or metros, just so I have a ballpark idea of how much certain things could potentially cost me. Yeah, that ride should have been somewhere between $10 and $12, $15 on the very high end. But nowhere near 60 euros. So needless to say, I went to find another taxi who was much better, but still wanted over 40 euros for the trip. So the alternative was using my feet. And so I just walked the 55-minute walk all the way back to my place, mostly uphill. And yeah, I am going to go take a shower now, get changed, and grab some food, because I am starving. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed where we went and some of the places we went to see. I will try to get back over there and check out the place we didn't get to see in a later video. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you next time.